Everyone knows that on SOF we have 3 textbooks, and these are the books written by David Adeniji, convener of the School Owners Forum. Talking about the 4-legged school growth strategy. That is the best book when it comes to school growth. Talking about thrive, how to thrive with your school business in this new era, especially after the pandemic. A whole new era came to school business and you need to learn it. Thrive is a book to read. And then talking about the indispensable teacher. No, there is no other book that helps you manage teachers more than that. Even teachers actually are the ones who need this book too. So you need the book as a school owner. The teachers also need the book. Just order these 3 copies. There's a combo package that is very cheap. That is the price there. You will see it, and then we're going to ship the books to you. The 4-legged school growth strategy, the indispensable teacher, and thrive. Get those books today. Many of us use school management software that limit us in one way or the other, because they have not been upgraded to meet present global trends. Now you need to switch to Thinkalai. Thinkalai is Nigeria's largest school management software. Switch to Thinkalai. It won't take you more than hours. We will do the switch for you. So it manages all your operations, admissions, exams, timetables, e-learning, online classes. Just name it. Bulk SMS. Everything is in it. Online exams, CBT. So switch to Thinkalai school management software today. So you can go to thinkalai.net. That is thinkalai.net. Go there and check the features. One good morning. How was your week? Hope the week wasn't too bad by the grace of God of the School Owners Forum. And they David Adeniji. And today's class is understanding the 3 categories of our own research. You know, SOF has been innovation and research group for the past few years now. According to all our training time, you know, we've been to a few schools, we've taught so many school owners. I believe that there are 3 categories of teachers, and understanding each of them and how to maximize their potential in helping us grow our school. So today we are going to be looking at that topic, understanding the 3 categories of teachers. Now, if you are here, also we're going to learn how to maximize the potentials of these 3 categories of teachers. So I'd like you to sit back and relax. Let me show you my screen so that you see what we are actually starting with this very wonderful morning. So this is it, understanding the 3 categories of teachers. I mean, if you can see my screen right now. Few years ago, by the grace of God, I got school admin in a particular to start to resume, may be able to deliver on my proposition or my contract with the school. I, as a person, will not develop, will grow and all of that, you know, the right environment for them to be able to. So if they don't have the right environment, how enabling environment for them, how do you want them to be productive? Not every teacher, I said in my prologue that it is not every teacher that is out to make ends meet. You know, many of our school owners, we look at teachers as if, well, is it not money? It's not only about money. It isn't always about money. It is not every teacher that is out to make ends meet. Some teachers have great vision. You know, some teachers have great potentials and they have a path that they want their lives. They have a path that they want their lives to follow. For example, let me give you this example. I used to say that if given the same privilege that you have, you understand, if given point again. If given the same opportunities, if given the same privileges, some of your teachers will do as well as you are doing. If given the difference between the school owner sometimes and the teacher is just privilege. Sometimes the difference some of them categories of teachers and how to maximize their potentials. I'd like you to hang in there. Let me go again for this wonderful short break, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm David Adeniji, convener of this forum. All right, I'll be right back. Do you know that the worth of your school is the combined worth of your teachers? Do you know that the value of your school is the combined value that your parents have placed on your teachers? Are you having problems with making your teachers cooperate with you and be productive as you would want to be? What you need is our training. We have trained over 10,000 teachers in the last few years, and the results have been tremendous. We have two packages. We have the leadership attitude, skills, and ethics, which is LACE for teachers, and we also have TRACE, teachers reorientation for action, capacity, and excellence. So which of them do you want? Call us and let us train your teachers. The results will amaze you. We will help them see the reasons why cooperating with you leads to their own growth, and at the end of the day, it leads to the growth of the school. So it's important. Let us train your teachers. We can come to your school, train them in your school. We can also organize that training for you online. Hello, school owner. You need a social media and web assistant, someone who will design flyers, beautiful flyers, twice every week, manage your website, and make sure that the beautiful things that happen in your school on daily basis well presented to an online audience, both your parents and even prospective parents who are not in your school. Every day in the life of a school is an event, is a story that can be packaged and told to the world. Unfortunately, many of us pay hundreds of thousands of naira, sometimes millions, as salaries, but we don't have anybody managing our image online. He will design 2 flyers per week, post those articles on your social media handles, also post them on your website, and follow up on your pages, comments, and all of that. Before you know it, you begin to get calls. Don't limit yourself to your physical environment. There are many people out there looking for your kind of school, but they are not seeing it because they are Googling it online, they are going on social media, they are not seeing you. So you need a social media assistant and a web assistant. Okay, we're back. Let me just continue with the class very quickly. Let me go to my slides. I hope you're still following. Okay, if you are online right now, please kindly subscribe to the YouTube channel on which you are watching. Just following us from. All right, so this is my slide. I'm going to go into it very quickly. The title is Understanding the 3 Categories of Teachers and How to Make. In this, I'd like you to pay attention very quickly. Look at these 4 points. Every teacher
I said here that every teacher is a potential, as I have said, that sometimes the difference between the school owner and the teacher is simply access to owner, simply just, you know, if given the same privilege and resources, some teachers will even do better than the school owner. Understanding all of that, if you're able to understand that, you know, you are not really better than them like that. What makes you better than them is the privilege you have. See, you have a privilege. The fact that you have resources, sometimes the fact that you have funds, you have access to funds that they don't have access to, is the reason why that for now they are your apprentices. You know, I always say that every teacher is an apprentice of the school now. When I said it some time ago, some people said, "What am I saying?" I know what I'm saying. If they are not only there to make ends meet, they are also there to learn the trade, to learn the business. So I like you to understand now that the first point I just made, let me is that okay. Yeah, this is the first point I just made. Okay, let me go back there. Oh, yeah. The difference between the school owner and the teacher is simply access to funds. If given the same privilege and resources, some teachers will do better than of these should breed respect. What it should breed respect, and it should also breed selfless commitment to their career, even if you should not be you should not fail to grow their career, even if you know that growing it will lead them away from you. Or yeah, even if you know that growing their career for them will lead them away from you. So let's continue on that note. You know, and there's this wonderful saying that the great leadership expert Miles Monroe of blessed memory would always say. He always says that there is a leader trapped every follower. Everyone listen to me. There is a school owner trapped in every teacher. There is a boss trapped in every employee. There is an employer trapped in every employee. Resources are found. Most of teachers will have life that they will like have a green that been to when get the opportunity to have for them to also start our school. But it's a pity that many times school as as if you show this kind of respect, that I respect you, I know that you also have what it takes, but for now everyone is at a different stage of their career. I used to say that the relationship between the school owner and the teacher is not a matter of mix. You know, there is no school that can grow without the help. A win-win situation. You understand? Both parties need the other party. Need the other party, even you need them, they need you, and so there must be this mutual respect. I do not like it when I talk things like, this is my school. I don't, if you can't cope with my rules and regulations, just get out of here. You understand? It doesn't matter how unruly they have been. It doesn't matter how maybe lackadaisical they have been to the work. Understand that you are dealing with adults. Understand that you are dealing with adults. You are dealing with grown-ups. So you should not talk to them or talk at them as though they are not grown-ups, as though they do not have. They want you to know that they will leave. You know, leave or not, soldier go, soldier come is business. Barracks cannot be empty. I understand what you are saying, but life is not like that. So the key, the foundation to maximizing the potential of someone is in acknowledging the potentials in the first place. Let me come with that. The foundation of acknowledging the potentials of anybody is the first thing you need to do is to the foundation of maximizing anybody's potential is in acknowledging the potential in the first place. So if you don't acknowledge their potential, how can you maximize it? You cannot maximize my potential when you are looking at me, as though I do not work, do not have value. I have been to schools where maybe something got missing, things got stolen in the school, and then you hear the school telling the teacher they're the ones who caused it, and they are even the thieves. And even if they are, I want you to understand that they are adults, and there are ways to address people in a corporate organization, in a corporate space. You should give them that corporate leverage that they need. Give them the respect. Give them the honor. You understand? Call them Mr. This, Mrs. This. I do not say that we should not be free with them, that we should not, sometimes some of them are young enough to be our children. Many times some of them are young to be our children, our sons and daughters. Yet, you should know that they are not your biological children. It's just like I used to say that the students in the school are also not your biological children. Your teachers may be younger than you in age. They may be younger than you in everything, but you like that honor, Mr. This, God bless you. Don't lash at them, treat them like adults, treat them as though you are in a corporate space. If they need to be punished, query them, but it should be done with courtesy. There should be a lot of courtesy going over from the school owner to the teachers. You know why I'm starting with this? I'm starting with this because you cannot maximize my potential if you do not acknowledge the potentials in the first place. You cannot maximize the person's potential and not acknowledge it. You can only maximize a potential that you have acknowledged. So first thing I'm saying in this class, let me show you. The first thing I'm saying is that you should acknowledge their potentials. You understand? I'm saying that we do ourselves a lot of good by respecting our followers' innate yearn for a better grip of their lives, a firmer control of their time, a hard desire to one day call the shots, and a resilient drive to someday be the boss of their own. So you will be doing yourself a lot of good if you acknowledge that they all have the potentials you have. And at any time from now, if they have the resources you have, they can also fly as high as you have been flying. I hope you are getting the point now. I hope you're following me. Let me continue in my slides. So I'd like you to understand that this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders generally. And this is on Lock with me, David Adeniji. Before I continue, I want to remind you of something. There is a wonderful meeting coming up for teachers on the 21st of August. The second part of this training, this is only the first part. The second part is going to hold on the 21st of August. 21st of August, we're going to be holding a nationwide training for teachers. I'm going to be telling them their part. In this class, I'm telling you your own part. I'm teaching you your own part in this class. But in that training that we're going to hold on the 21st of August, I'm going to be showing you. I'm sorry, this is not where we are right now. I'm going to be teaching teachers their own part. The three categories of teachers, they will know the category they fall into and what they need to do to maximize their potentials. So this is only the first part. Let me show you the flyer for that training. This is only the first part of the training. In that part, on the 21st, I want you to note the date down. It's a nationwide training for school owners. The cost is just 30,000. I'm sorry, for teachers, the cost is just 30,000 per school. So with that 30,000, it's going to cover all the teachers in your school. Of course, the training is online, it's live, it is virtual. It is live and it's going to be interactive. I'm going to be talking to them in your school. They will be responding to me. You will connect your laptop to your projector, and it will be a large teleconference. You understand? You don't want to miss that meeting. It's going to be a large teleconference. I'll be speaking to your teachers right from my studio here, directly into your school. You don't want to miss it. It's the second part of this particular topic. Understanding it. Look at it. Look at the flyer. That's the flyer I want to share with you. Look at it. They need attitudes. Your teachers. Let's train your teachers on attitudes. Help them go in your school. on the 21st of August, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. The cost is just 30,000 naira per teacher. You understand? Just 30,000 naira per teacher, and you are going to really love it. Let me show you what I should. One of the things I should also show you in this class. It's important you know that teachers are crucial to the growth of any school. I tell you, teachers are very, very crucial to the growth of any school. The worth of your school is a function of the worth, the total worth of the combined value of your teachers. Look at it. So that's the training for teachers that's holding nationwide in all SOF schools. Even if you are not yet a member of our session, we are inviting you on the 21st of August. I'd like you to note that day down. But the good thing is registration will close at the end of this month. Registration closes on the 31st of July. So if you are interested in this training, we have only a few slots. So this 30,000 naira covers all the teachers in your school. So begin to make your registration right now. I have some people maybe asking questions on it. Yes, 30K per school, not per teacher. It is not 30K per teacher. It is 30K per school, 30,000 per school. So just let us know if you're interested. We are going to be having that training on the 21st of August for teachers. You know, you need to raise your teachers. You need to get them prepared for the next session. So we are going to be teleconferencing like this. You understand? I'll be teaching from my studio. You are going to be connecting on your laptop. You'll be streaming to the laptop in your school. And then your teachers will be gathered in the training room. And you connect the laptop to a projector. Very easy. Connect the laptop to a speaker. They're going to be listening to me live. You connect a camera also all across the class. And it will be working very fine. You can ask the school owner in Jigawa State on the 21st of May, I think on the 11th of May, we trained all her teachers right from Lagos here to Jigawa State, and it was an awesome meeting. I'm going to show you an excerpt of that meeting very shortly, but let me continue into the class. I hope you understand. The reason why I'm quickly saying it is so that I will not forget it before the end of the broadcast. You understand? I don't want to forget it. You see, that training is going to be massive. It's going to be huge. We're going to be talking to thousands of teachers for 3 hours. Your teachers cannot go through that training and your school will remain the same. So understanding the 3 categories of teachers and how you can maximize their potentials. So so this particular class today is addressing school owners. I'm telling you your own part of that deal. I'm telling you your own part. Have you shared this class? I want you to share the class. If you are watching on YouTube, I want you to click on the subscribe button right now. You know, click on the subscribe button. And if you're on Facebook, and even if you're on YouTube, share that link. Copy the link and share it everywhere. Share it across. Share it across. And then also, if you're on Facebook, drop a comment. Let me hear from you. I want to know those who are following this. Drop a comment. Let me hear from you. If you're on Facebook, I'm seeing many people online. I'm not seeing your comment yet. Drop a comment, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. Drop a comment right now. And I'd like you to also share this meeting to your profile. Share it across your school owners associations and school owner groups. This is massive. So let me continue into the class. All right, look at this. Look at this. Understanding the 3 categories of teachers and how you should maximize their potentials. Understanding the 3 categories of teachers and how you should maximize their resources. Now, look at it right now. All right, so I've told you about this. There is a leader trapped in every follower. Let me continue. Now, it's a wonderful point. Employing a teacher or staff generally is like birthing a new baby. Did you get that? See, employing a teacher is like taking on a responsibility. It's like when a woman is pregnant, she prepares for the birth. You cannot be employing teachers. You are just looking at your wage bill. It's very large. Your staff strength is huge. But what is the plan for them? You know, you cannot get committed people when you are not committed to their lives. I used to be very careful in employing any staff because I know that the moment I employ the staff, you know, their life, the progress of their life depends not only on them alone, because it depends on me also. Listen to me, your teachers are spending 1/3 of their day in your school. They are spending 1/3 of their day of their week. They are spending 1/3 of their month. They are spending 1/3 of their lives with you. Because when they resume by 7 a.m., they close by 3 p.m. When you calculate the number of hours, that is 8 hours in a day. So the average teacher spends 8 hours every day working for you. I want you to know that they are working for your own vision. It's your vision, it's not theirs. And they are contributing that much to your vision. I'd like you to understand that what they should get in return should be more than their salary. They cannot even get their salary. The salary is not commensurate with that time. You can never compare time with life. They are spending their time with you. You understand? So you must plan for them. They cannot be committed with you when you are not committed to them. Somebody will, I know your questions. I know what you want to say. You want to say they are this, they are that. In this class, I want us to look away from the character of teachers. I'm going to talk about their character on the 21st of August. You cannot miss that class. You cannot miss that training. I want you to register. Registration is closing by 31st of July. After the 31st of July, you are going to pay something more than that. That will be now like there will be late registration. But early birds on the 31st of July, I'm waiting for your registration. When you register, it covers all the teachers in your school. Right from the comfort of your school, you are going to be receiving it, and it will not be shared across the world as usual. If you don't pay, you are not going to have access on the 21st of August. But let me continue this class. Employing a teacher or staff generally is like birthing a new baby. You understand? See, every teacher is being on. I want you to see every teacher as being on his or her way to becoming a school owner or some business owner someday. But there is an edge you have over them today. Let me tell you something, school owners, SARS and MAS, my wonderful people, listen to me. You have an edge over your teachers right now. You understand? You created the business. You know, you may have an edge over them today. You are the employer, they are the employees. You are the one who created the business, but you can't sustain that business. You know, you can't sustain it. The employer has the skills, but she also cannot use it for herself. Can you see now? Can you see where we now meet? You know, the school owner fronts the business, but cannot sustain it. The teacher has all the skills, but cannot what? But cannot use it on herself. So the school owner needs the teacher, while the teacher also needs the school owner. The teacher needs the school owner as a platform. The school owner needs the teacher as helpmates. Destiny helpers, you understand? So it's a mutual need cycle. You need the teacher and the teacher needs you. I want you to always let them understand that every day. Let them always understand that I need you, you need me. Let us not put on this attitude like, well, soldier calls, soldier come. Barrack cannot be empty. If you are going, you better go now. If you are staying, you better stay now. When teachers hear that, their morale is dampened. When they hear that, their morale is killed. You know, you are gradually killing morale when you are saying, when you are putting up attitudes like you can live without them, you can do things without them. You understand? I know, you know, to some extent, it may look like they need you more than you need them, but it is not so. I have seen a private school where the teachers walked out on him on the first day of resumption. Imagine a school, a situation where teachers walk out on their school owner on the first day of resumption. I tell you, that is the end of that school, and there is nothing that can revive it. It will take you time to come back. You say you're going to start afresh. So you don't want that kind of thing to happen. But many school owners are like that. Nobody can checkmate you because you are the owner of your business. You know, nobody can blame you because you are the owner. So they cannot talk at you. They cannot. So I want you to understand that there are some things they cannot tell you that they tell us on the platform. If you read the Facebook platform, you know there are many things that teachers say there that they dare not go and say it in their school owner's school. They are going to be fired. You understand? So you must understand and put yourself in their shoes. Let me continue. Let me answer a question now. How then do you help your teachers to do well? Hello? How can we help our teachers to perform well? I want you to keep talking to me. If you are, wherever you are watching from, please let me know. Keep talking to me. Let me be the only one talking. Chat me up. Send me a message right now. Madam Justina Eze, I appreciate you. I greet you. You know, Senti, Odungi, and Tundam. I don't know. I'm sorry. I appreciate you. You are in class. So wherever you are watching from, let me know. Let me know. Okay, somebody. Well, I'm trying my best to improve on that network. I think it's getting better now. All right, let me continue very quickly right now. All right. So
How do you help your teachers to do well? How can you help your teachers to do well? I have said this point, the difference between between the employer and the employee is not simply semantics. There is a huge vacuum in each party's career that can only be filled by the other party. You determine your success, you determine your own success by committing to the employer or employee's success. But then, you were once an employee, school owner. You should understand what I'm saying. You were once an employee. Many of us started out under someone. So I want you to determine from day one to pour yourself into any teacher who cares to cross your path. Who cares to come to your school. Decide not to pay salaries and allowances alone. Decide to pay them virtue. Decide to help them fulfill their desire to become someone better than how they got to you. Decide to grow them, even if growing them will lead them out of your school. I want us to stop this attitude of they must not grow beyond this level. They must not enjoy beyond this level, because if they do, they'll be looking for greener pasture. So I want you to decide to help them grow better than they have been growing, than they are. Decide to help them better than you are helping them right now. It's important. Let's continue on my slides. All right, so let's now go to the 3 categories of teachers. So now, what are those 3 categories of teachers? Let's look at it very quickly. All right, so the 3 categories of teachers. Category number 1, there are actually 6 categories, but for this class, I'll be taking only 3. And we will be taking the remaining on the 21st of August. On the 21st of August, in the second part of this training that we're going to be having for teachers, I'll be taking the remaining 3. But for this class, let me quickly show you the first 3 categories of teachers that we are looking at. So the first 3 categories of teachers that we are seeing, the first category of teachers, look at it. The first category, teachers are desperate for greener pasture. I want you to know that many teachers are desperate for greener pasture. You see them in your school. When they get a job, they are immediately looking for another job. You employ them, you employ them, and they are spending 25% of the time for which you are going to pay them hunting for another job. They give you excuses. Sometimes they tell lies that they are going to greet their mother in the village. They are going to greet somewhere. They are going for an exam. Meanwhile, what they are going for is that they are going for an interview somewhere. Somehow, somebody says, "I'm on point." You are a first timer. Thank you very much. See the message. Let me show everyone. You're welcome. Let me try to get your name. You're joining us for the first time in the class. We really appreciate you. All right, so that's the first category. Teachers desperate for greener pasture. That is Mr. Brainy Hills. Thank you very much. You're a first timer in our class. We appreciate you. All right, so let's talk about teachers who are desperate for greener pasture. When you see a teacher that is desperate for greener pasture, you will know them. They are always counting to the end of the month. When they collect salary, you understand, they will be very upbeat in the beginning of the month when they collect salary. The first week, they are smiling. The second week, that smile is reducing. By the third week, they are already relaxing. By the last week of the month, when salary is supposed to come in, I tell you, they are looking very, very, they are frowning their face everywhere. When you tell them to submit something, they are not always happy. Those are teachers desperate for greener pasture. They are desperate for greener pasture because they are suffering from a disease. Let me tell you something. Teachers desperate for greener pasture are suffering from one particular disease. You know what that disease is? You want to know? I will tell you. But before I tell you, I want to remind you that on the 21st of August, please take note of this date. On the 21st of August, we are having the second part of this meeting. The second part is that let us talk to your teachers. Let us tell them their own part of the deal. You cannot maximize a person's potential in his absence. You understand? You can't maximize my potential if I'm not willing. I'm only teaching you how to maximize their potential. but I also have to teach them how their potentials can be maximized so that both of you will now work together. So on the 21st of August, there's a nationwide training for teachers on this platform. It is just 30,000 naira per school. It is not per teacher. I tell you, when we want to have this kind of training for one school, sometimes schools can pay up to as much as 150,000 for a school. But we are having it together joint. So we are leveraging on the numbers. You are going to be connecting to this same broadcast in your school. You understand? You will stream to your laptop. And then for your laptop, you connect to a projector. Your teachers will be seeing me. And I will also be seeing them because a camera will be, a phone camera will be hung across the class. And we are all going to be interacting. It's going to be a huge class. I hope you understand. On the 21st of August, see it again, on the 21st of August. If you are interested, just make your payment. You already have our account details. You are going to be making your payment between now and the 31st of July. On the 31st of July, the registration will close. Okay, you want to know the disease? I'm coming back. I will tell you the disease. The school teachers desperate for greener pasture are suffering from a particular disease. I will tell you, but I want you to take note of this, my information, because after this meeting, we are going to be taking registrations. On the 31st of July, the registration will close. I will begin to plan for the meeting on the 21st of August. Okay, so let's talk about the disease that teachers who are desperate for greener pasture. All right, thank you very much. Teachers who are desperate for greener pasture, let's look at the disease that they are suffering from. Here is the disease, let me show you. All right. All right. Now, being desperate for greener pasture makes sure it makes them resign emotionally. So let me show you my slide. The disease is called emotional resignation. Let somebody type it on the chat box. Now, before I continue, I want to make sure you heard that. Type it on the chat box. Teachers desperate for greener pasture, they are already suffering from a disease called emotional resignation. Emotional resignation. I want you to let me know that you heard that. Type it there. Let us begin to make it go viral. Emotional resignation. What it means is that they are with you, but they are not with you. They are coming to school, but they are leaving themselves at home. You understand? They are working, but they are not there. They are only waiting for the end of the month to get paid. You understand? They are only waiting for when the next employer will call them. They are telling you that, oh, this is not where I'm supposed to be. And yet their time is going. They will spend 1 year. They will say, well, this is not my place. They will spend 2 years. They will say, well, and a better employer will soon call me. Emotional resignation. Everybody on YouTube. I've not seen anyone say it on YouTube. If you are following on YouTube, I'd like you to grab the chat box and say emotional resignation. That is it. Now, what is emotional resignation? Emotional resignation is when a teacher is coming to your workplace, but they have actually resigned. They have resigned emotionally, but they are still working in your school. And so when you tell them that there is something we need to do to grow the school, they are not there. They will not listen to you. You understand? They will be like, is it my school? They'll be like, well, what's my business? What is their school? When you see them, they say their school. Teachers who are suffering from emotional resignation, they never call your school their school. They will say, well, it's their school. They won't say our school. They will say their school. Emotional resignation is a dangerous disease. I tell you, when you have teachers who have that kind of condition, there's nothing you do that you can do well in their sight. And that is not your problem. It's not your problem. It's their problem. Because you are paying them, but what you are paying them, to them is not enough. They don't understand. They don't know that you have to render more service than that for which you are being paid. So that very soon you will be paid for more than you render. Go and tell your teachers in your school. I'd like you to tell them on Monday. Write it on a placard. Paste it on their door. Say, render more service than that for which you are being paid. Because very soon you will be paid for more than render. If a teacher does not render more than what you are paying them, it will be difficult for your school to grow. Because you know what? You can never pay them what is commensurate to their time. Everyone must understand that I'm not working because of money. I'm working here as a teacher because I need a platform to grow my career. A teacher must understand, and let me take that again. A teacher must understand that I'm not working here because of salary. Salary can never be enough. As a matter of fact, there's no amount of money that can be commensurate with my time, because money is material, but time is immaterial. A teacher must understand that this school is a platform for me to become whatever it is I have set out in my career. A teacher must understand that this platform, I just need it. I need it as much as the school owner also needs it. So you understand, you see the reason why emotional resignation has to be cured in your teachers. And you want us to help you cure it. Let us train them on the 21st of August. On the 21st of August, we are going to be taking the other part. So we're going to be looking at how to heal them of emotional resignation. We're going to be looking at how to solve the problem of emotional resignation in the teachers. You understand? We're going to be looking at how to maximize their potentials. You understand? Even as they are in your school. Is somebody getting me in this class? Do I have another new entrant? Somebody says, render more service. Yes, that's it. That's the point I just made. Render more service than that for which you are being paid. So that very soon you'll be paid for more than you render. All right, let us continue in this class. I'm enjoying the class. I don't know if you're enjoying it also. I don't know why I'm not getting. I want to get all your comments. Let everyone who has joined the class, whether you are joining live or you join later, please drop a comment. Let's know where you are following from, and let us know also. Let's know what you are getting from this class that you really love sharing. All right, let's continue in this class. The next point is, how do you now maximize the potentials of teachers who are desperate for greener pasture? How do you maximize their potential? You know, in this class, I'm teaching you your own part. But on the 21st of August, I'll be teaching the other people, the other stakeholders, the teachers, their own part. So how do you maximize the potentials of teachers who are desperate for greener pasture? I want you to see it yourself. Just look at it yourself. You know, take a look at my slide right now. So now, on our part as employers, we should begin to think of making our pasture greener. I tell you what, sometimes when a teacher is desperately looking for greener pasture, they may have a point. They may have a point. So the point is that is your own pasture as green as it should be? Is your pasture as green as it should be? Are you making your pasture greener? How can a teacher remain on your own platform for years and nothing changes in their life? Are you being a rich school owner and poor teachers? I'd like you to work out how to balance it. Work it out. It's going to help you a lot. So let me show you something. Let me show you from my slide how to make that happen. So on our part, as employers, let us begin to think of making our pasture greener. You know, close your eyes for a moment and imagine a school with teachers, with your teacher's salary as double of what it is now. I want you to stop thinking that it cannot happen. It can. I'd like you to close your eyes. Imagine it. Whatever you work towards is what will happen in your life. Whatever you work towards is what will happen in your school. You understand? So the only thing you can do is to try to make your pasture greener. But that is not the only solution, because however green your pasture is, people will still want it greener. But then that is not for you to control. We are going to help you control that on the 21st of August when we have this bumper training for teachers. It is just 30,000 naira per school for all the teachers in your school. And when we have it, it will take a long while before we have that kind of class again. Ordinarily, if you call us separately for this training, for a physical training, it is 100,000. If it's for your school alone, virtual training, it is 55. But when you have it together on the 21st of August, we are going to be having it at that amount. Thank you very much. Somebody says he can. He can. So it's possible. It's possible. Let me look at me. Look at my face. It's possible to have a school where your teachers are earning double of what they are earning now. Imagine if that were possible. Imagine, just begin to think of, calculate what can be done to make that happen. If it is population growth that you need to make that happen, it can work. You can make it. It can happen. Whatever it is that you need, begin to think about it. Work on how to make your own greener, your own pasture greener. That is the only part you have to play with teachers who are always desperately looking for greener pastures. But that's not all. That's not the solution. The solution also, we have to talk to the teachers. There are some things we have to show the teachers. Let me tell you something. It is because your teachers are not seeing what is in it for them. Your teachers are desperate for greener pastures. Of course, it's natural for a man to look for a better life. But where everybody in your school is now looking for that better life, there's a problem. Where none of them is committed, where you cannot even vouch that this one is really committed, the problem is they are not seeing what is in it for them. They look at you as the one getting all the benefits, sending your children abroad, building houses. You are the only landlord. All of them are tenants. You understand? You are the only one riding a good car. All of them are either foot wagoning or not even having, or maybe riding. You understand? So you must understand that they have not seen what is in it for them. The moment, even before they get it, even if they don't get it yet, the moment they see what is in it for them, that it's not just about salary. Our lives can be better here. Something happens in them, a particular light bulb lights up in them, and you see a new version of them. But how will that happen? On the 21st of August, we are going to show them. So let us continue here. The second category of teacher is the one I really love. I love this category of teachers. As a matter of fact, all your teachers should fall within this category. Look at it. Look at it here. Let me show you that second category of teachers. Teachers on a mission are working to purpose. I'd like you to drop it on the chat box, everyone, if you're following me. Say, teachers on a mission are working to purpose. That is the second category. As a matter of fact, that is the best category that you can have. So who are teachers on a mission? I like you to understand that it is not every teacher that is out to make ends meet. When I was a teacher, I was not out to make ends meet. I had taught in several schools, big and small. As a matter of fact, it was while teaching in an international school with about 700 children fully boarded. That was where I conceived that. That was where I worked on. Of course, that's not where I conceived the idea, but that was where I worked on Thinkalai school management software. I like you to see Thinkalai. This is one of the best school management softwares in town. And I tell you that it was while I was trying to develop it for a school. I was a teacher in that school. I was trying to develop this application to work for that international school, because I noticed that as international as they were still computing results manually. I was working in the school, working around the clock, resuming by 5 a.m. in the morning because I was living in the school. And I will close. I was even sleep there. You understand? Resuming on Monday and closing on Friday. I was so hardworking, but at the same time, I was working on this application because I was on a mission. It was my passion, but I knew that I needed a platform. It was my passion to build this software, but I needed a platform to start from. And so I saw that international school as the platform upon which I will build this application. And it worked. Right now, Thinkalai is one of the largest school management softwares in Nigeria. That is what a teacher on a mission and working to purpose can contribute to your school. Is somebody following me here? Yes. Only one person. I want everyone to type it. Teachers on a mission are working to purpose. These are the kind of teachers that you say are scarce. That is the reason why you say teachers are scarce. Let me read you my prologue when I was when we were advertising this topic. I want you to listen to my prologue here. Listen to me. It's important to know that teachers on a mission, they are fun to be with. And they could sometimes be hard. Listen, they could sometimes be hard to retain. As a matter of fact, you find it hard to retain a teacher like me there, because what was driving me was not money. What was driving me was that when I get to your school, I look at your school. Can I grow on this platform? Can my vision run? Can I run on this platform? Does this platform has anything to offer me to grow the vision I have for the education sector? You understand? Let me read my prologue when I was talking about this class. You understand? When I was talking about this class. Let me show you my prologue so you understand some things. Thank you very much, Mr. Ovie. Yeah, thank you. Teachers on a mission. Listen to my prologue because I was so particular about this. Listen to me. Listen to me. I once secured an administration job, a job role in a big school in Lagos. And I'll be honest with you, you see, it was a good school. Let me just read so that I won't waste time. You know, I was very excited to have, the school owner was very excited to have someone like me manage the school. And part of the job package from me was a nice accommodation, while part of my own proposition was that I was going to grow the school. Listen to me very well. I was supposed to be the admin of that school. And so I wanted to relocate to the place. I'm talking about teachers on a mission right now. Listen to me. So I was ready to start the work. I tried to relocate, but I did a little realized that in that particular environment, there was no electricity. I realized that the school owner's generator also was not going to be enough for me to still live the kind of life. I'm not talking about enjoyment, to push my vision. This is somebody who wants to build something for the industry. See, there should be a teacher. There should be no teacher without a vision. Always ask your teachers, what's your vision? I'm not saying your vision for my school. Your vision for the education industry. Your vision for your own life. When you see a teacher whose vision is only to make ends meet, then they cannot last on any platform. Teachers on a mission are working to purpose. That is the kind of teacher you need as destiny helpers in your school. That is the kind of teacher. You know why? They know that while they are there, they must maximize that platform, because when the platform gets better, they get better. Teachers on a mission are working to purpose. Let me read it to you. Let me go back to my slide. Okay, back to my story. And so when I wanted to start that job, I told the school owner, I'm sorry, I would have loved to stay here, but because the lack of electricity in this area is going to slow down my own plan for my life. Because even though if I'm burning gen, how can I burn gen 24/7? The question you want to ask of, so what will a school in that particular environment do? That's what I'm saying. If you want to retain good teachers in that kind of environment, you must come up with an ingenious plan for them. Because such teachers, I said here, listen to me. I said here that some teachers will not allow your school I said, you see, after training over 10,000 teachers in 2 years, I realized that smart teachers want to remain smart and will not allow your job reduce the opportunity for that. It is the reason you say that good teachers are scarce. Listen to me. Smart teachers want to always remain smart, no matter what the case is. And they will not allow your job to reduce the opportunity for that. So some teachers have great vision and will only stay where that vision can be nurtured to reality. So you must always ensure an environment, that provokes creativity. Let me tell you something. In your school, I want you to make sure that the only thing you are not just doing in your school is submit deadlines, submit lesson notes. Many when you get there, the only thing the HM does is submit your lesson notes. The only deadlines they give to teachers is submit your exam questions. No, it's not good. You must create an environment that challenges them for creativity. You understand? You must focus on easing their stress and not compounding it without corresponding increase, you understand, in compensation. Are you getting the point here? So let me take that point again. Let me see if I can go there on my slides. All right. See, it's not in my slide. Listen to me, please. Some teachers have great vision and will only stay where the vision can be nurtured into reality. And so you should ensure an environment that provokes creativity. You should train them for continuous development. You should create challenging tasks. Please, school owners, create challenging tasks for your teachers. Create challenging tasks. Focus on easing their stress. stop compounding their work without corresponding increase in compensation. Hello? Stop compounding your teacher's work. You keep increasing the workload and you are not increasing the compensation. No matter how small, teachers appreciate it when you compensate them commensurately for an increase in workload. I tell you what, a teacher leaves their department. There are 3 science teachers in the department, and one of them leaves. And for a whole session, you try to save costs, and then you share the cost of you share the job of the teacher that left on the existing 2 teachers, and there is no increment or compensation for that. You understand? You are compounding, you are increasing the workload because he pays you, but you are not increasing compensation. A teacher on a mission does not want your work to suppress their lives such that they cannot achieve their vision. It's important you know this. The class is ending right now, very soon. But before I end this class, I want to let you know that on the 21st of August, we are going to be teaching teachers the other part of this. And so if you are listening to this, if you are watching this, that's not all. That's not all. There is a lot I couldn't say in this class. Look at my slide. Let me show you my slides. Let me show you these slides. Now, I'd like you to look at my slides. Look at the next slides. Not every teacher is simply out to make ends meet. Look at this. I have not talked about the 3rd category of teacher. I have not talked about what you need to do to retain teachers on a mission. You need to be cerebral as a school owner. You need to be articulate. You must be composed. You must have a vision that is tangible. You yourself, you must be resourceful. You must love innovation. You must give room for teachers' innovation and ideas. You must spend money to build their capacity. And I mean targeted training, which is the one we are having on the 21st. See, you should not only spend money on facilities and buildings. There's a lot I cannot say in this class because of my time. You understand? There's a lot. See, look at my slides. So you must understand that all of these have to be in place if you must retain teachers on a mission. I have not talked about the 3rd category. I'm going to be talking about that on the 21st of August. Somebody is asking me a question. Do you have any question concerning that meeting? On the 21st of August, look at it. On the 21st of August, by 11 a.m., we are having this training. But registration ends on the 31st of July. So registration ends this month. At the end of this month, early bird registration is 30,000 naira per school, not per teacher, per school. And when you register, you are going to have that training in your school on that day, just live like this. It's going to be awesome. We will teach you how to stream it and make it okay. All right. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you for following. Once again, this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders, of parents generally. And I'm David Adeniji, by the grace of God, convener of the School Owners Forum. Let's meet on the 21st of August for the other part of this training. Bye for now.